So I'm afraid we do have a blanket ban on drones across the National Trust.
With young children, and so for GDPR, no, I'm not going to be reasonable.
Yep.
She's very, very distressed about the whole thing. Neither of us give you permission to film this or post that. She's very, very upset. I haven't given you permission to fly your drone.
Drone?
You don't have permission to fly your drone on our land.
Bond.
Well, we'll be calling the police.
Call the police.
Thank you very much.
Goodbye. Welcome back, everyone, to a rainy day here in Baddesley Clinton. Baddesley Clinton National Trust site, not too far from Solihull, I believe, Warwickshire. It's very wet.
See you in a minute.
Hello.
Hiya. What are you going to do?
I'm going to fly my drone over your site, so I'm just telling you.
Oh right, okay. Do you need permission to do that? Or?
No.
No.
But
Okay.
I'll just come in and tell you. If you need to tell your boss, or I don't know.
Well, I'm only a volunteer, so I don't know.
Ah, all right, yeah.
Property is only working in the machine yard at the moment. The gates are open.
Ooh, hello there. I didn't think we could get into National Trust, but we can.
That's obviously not you then.
Hello.
I'm just not allowed to.
Why?
Yeah, that
I don't know the answer, but I just know the answer's no. Just
Right.
over our property.
If I just do it, it'll be all right, wouldn't it?
No, sorry.
Right.
to check them?
I've come a long way,
I'm
so
doing it now, don't worry.
I just don't think I can check with someone, but I'm fairly
are you in
sure.
charge, or?
No.
No.
I just
Oh,
work
right.
in the shop.
Oh, okay. Not to worry, not to worry.
It was just that the time was only, I'm only a
Yeah,
volunteer.
yeah. Best to check with the manager then, or something like that.
I can ask. Okay. Sarah to BP.
Please, Lottie. Hiya. I've got a gentleman in reception and he wanted to fly his drone. I've told him no, but he wants to know why he can't.
I normally just take it up. So
Don't worry, do you want me to come over and have a chat, or do you need
Talk to her.
it's up to her. I'm gonna fly it. So if she doesn't want me to fly it, probably best to come and talk.
If you could come over, please. Thank you, Lottie.
All it is, a lot of people say we can't, but
5 minutes.
they always say it.
I'm sure I've been told no before. That's
Yeah,
why
yeah.
Someone came before.
I don't want to put it on
We'll
you.
find out
So.
why, and then I'll shotgun
That's
will
all
know
right.
the answer.
That's fine. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Thanks for
she
that.
just
Yeah, yeah.
come over from the house, so she'll
Yeah,
give
yeah.
you a few minutes.
Thanks.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks.
As I say, I'm only a volunteer, so I don't know.
It's only a baby, look.
I was going to say it's a nice little one, isn't it?
Baby drone, yeah.
They're going for a fair distance though, don't
Yeah,
they?
yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's good.
Because I know my grandson had got one. He lives down at Cleveland, just outside Bristol, and
Yeah.
he went out to sea. God knows how far.
Did he?
Yeah. Before he actually turned it round and brought it back again.
Right. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Have you ever had anybody come here with a drone before? Or you don't know?
I don't know. Not while I've been here.
Oh, right.
Not while I've been in. Yeah.
Yeah, National Trust don't like drones, from my experience.
They don't.
I don't know why. I don't know what it is.
No.
I don't know. It seems like wherever I go to National Trust, they just say no, not allowed.
Yeah. But,
But
maybe we'll find out why.
I don't like to come in and tell people. No, ask when I do it. I'll just come in to sort of say, if you see it hovering around,
Yeah.
then don't panic. I'm going to fly anyway.
But I think
You know?
that's probably what it is. If you don't tell them.
Yeah. But then when I tell them, they always say not allowed. Like, I mean, look, already it's
Yeah.
not allowed, right? And I presume them.
If you're not on our property,
That's it. So I'll be,
who's going to know?
well, if you see it.
Oh well, yeah. Can you hear them?
Yeah, if they're low enough, yeah. It's quite, I wouldn't say it's loud, but if it's fairly low, you'll hear it for sure. But
I know my son, he does surveying and he uses drones.
yeah.
But obviously theirs are the big ones, and they've got permission and.
Yeah, you need a few more things for the big ones.
Yeah.
These you don't need anything really. So who is it that will be coming over? Is it a manager?
Yes, she's our principal person.
Principal?
Yeah.
Is she strict? Or?
I don't really know, to be quite
Oh, okay.
You don't tend to see them. Her name's Lottie. But I don't tend to see. I come in here, I spend 3.5 hours stood here, and then I go home again.
They don't pay you for that?
No.
No. Bad, isn't it?
Because we're volunteers. Well, I mean, we get expenses for petrol and that sort of stuff.
But I think National Trust earn a lot of money, don't they? It's a rich company,
well,
isn't it?
They do, but they spend a lot of money as well.
Do they?
Because I volunteer down at Coton Court as well, and they're spending 3.3 million on re-roofing it.
Right, but they can't pay you.
Well, they give me expenses.
Yeah, but they could give you an hourly wage for standing there all day. So without you there, they wouldn't be able to.
Well, yeah, we always say that without volunteers, there'd be no national trust.
So they should pay you.
But
I think they should.
we get 45p a mile for travelling expenses.
Right.
So that's not too bad.
Is it not? I don't know how that works. Like
Well, I work here 3.5 hours a week, and I do the same down at Curtain Court,
Yeah.
and I can pick up probably about 60 quid a month. So for the number of hours I do, it's not too bad.
60 quid a month though, and you're using your own fuel. I mean,
But yeah, it doesn't cost me that.
doesn't it?
It's only about, well, it's about 10 miles each way here and 8 down to Curtin. So
And how many days a week do you do that? One day?
1 day a week.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's not bad. Not really. And we enjoy doing it, so otherwise we wouldn't do it, would we?
Yeah. I'm just hoping this manager's in a good mood.
Depends what sort of day she's had.
Yeah. It could be not allowed. Oh, let's have a look in here. Nice shop.
They're driving along. And that woman there wasn't pleased. She said, yes, go on, film it then, you
Look
know.
at that. Nice in here, isn't it?
Yes. Yes. Very nice.
It's all right.
We like it anyway.
Yeah.
She's coming.
No, no worries. I was saying to that lady, they always say no to drones.
Yeah.
National Trust are quite strict with drones.
Well, we have to be.
Oh,
I was in Gatwick.
hello.
I was in Gatwick waiting
Yeah.
to fly when they had the issues there with the drones.
All right.
They caused absolute chaos.
Yeah,
Sorry,
so
Lottie.
airport's not good.
Sorry, Lottie.
Hi, I'm
Hello.
Lottie. I'm the Collections and House Officer here. Sorry for the delay. I was
There's no
working
delay.
up the ladder.
That's all right. Ladder.
The ladder, yeah.
You know, dear.
Doing what?
We were looking at the heraldic devices at the top
Right.
of the Great Hall.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I figured you wanted to fly a drone.
I've just came in to tell you, if you see it, don't worry about it, basically.
Oh, I
That's
see.
it, like.
So I'm afraid we do have a blanket ban on drones across the National Trust.
Ban.
We do, however, it's not an automatic no, you just have to go through the right processes. So I've got the contact details for the filming office. As long as you give them 3 days notice for when you want to fly a drone, they will normally check your CAA documents and any insurance documents and then give you either the yes or no to go ahead.
Right. And if I want to fly today?
I'm afraid it's a no. It's a no because on the spot we can't check people's insurance or CAA documents.
Yeah.
And there have been instances where people fly drones and they fly through windows into historic architecture.
Through windows?
All sorts of
Open
things.
windows or like derelict building or?
I dread to even think.
Oh,
But
right.
either way, the part of the National Trust,
Yeah.
our position is that we need to protect all of the buildings, peoples and places, and we can't risk that.
It's only a baby.
I know.
It's not going to hurt anyone, you know?
I know. But
You understand that, right? It wouldn't come sharp, would it, that?
No, not really.
No.
If we say
I don't know.
no, we say no, I'm afraid. You know,
Right.
you can argue all you like, but it's policy and you have to go through the right process. So we say no, I'm afraid. Sorry.
Okay.
Small or large.
the email for the filming office, if you would like it.
Yeah, I mean,
So here we are, contact them. They'll ask you for any, it's likely to be your insurance or your CAA accreditations.
yeah.
And they will make an answer dependent on that.
I've got a question for you.
Sure.
If somebody hypothetically turned up like me,
Yeah.
and just started to fly, what would the consequences be?
We would ask you to stop flying.
Right. I've travelled a long way, you see.
Or you
So
should
usually I just go back out on the main road,
you should have just given
off your property, and I just do it. You know?
Well, so essentially, you're still flying over national trust.
Yeah, like it will go over, but I'll be off.
That's like being beyond a fence at Gatwick Airport and still flying your drone over the airport. It's still
Ooh,
not right.
it's naughty at Gatwick. It's
still not
it's
right.
illegal at an airport to
Well,
fly.
that's what I mean, but it's still not right wherever you're doing it.
Yeah.
You're just taking advantage of the fact that you're off the property, which
Yeah.
is that isn't right.
Because I always thought that by law, if I go on public and I fly over, it's generally okay. But I like to come in and sort of
At least you
give a heads up.
actually know you can now.
3 days later.
But you have to ask us first.
What's that, sorry?
You have to ask us first, essentially.
Right.
At least you know that you
Ooh,
can.
are they customers?
If
Are
you
they?
go down the driveway, you can.
Yeah.
Essentially, you can possibly do it. That's if we say yes.
That's what I'm saying. Like, me personally, I'd just walk out now to the main road, take it up there.
Well, but
breach the fence
It's on your conscience that you decided to go against it. I think we're being more than fair.
You've been
So
polite.
It's not a blanket no.
Yeah.
Please just go through the normal process
Or another
because
customer.
there's lots and lots of rules against filming people in public,
Yeah.
copyright
Sorry.
permissions.
Should we go in there and talk? I'm conscious of people around me, you know. Oh. There we go. Yeah, so, go on.
And I'm sure you understand that on the spot it's almost impossible for us. With
But
the
why
amount
can't I
of
just do
drone-
it? Why do National Trust have a blanket ban on drones? That's kind of like what I'm getting at. Why can't you just let people fly over from public, not in here?
Because sometimes they fall out of the sky, sometimes they come out and hit people, places, the nature, and we have a duty of care to look after those things.
Right. But the airspace is not your issue. Does that make sense?
But you're filming or flying over. If something fell out of the sky and hit
Say it
another
fell.
visitor,
Yeah.
that would definitely be our problem because it's on our property.
But it wouldn't be your liability, would it? I don't think.
It would because
Would
it's
it?
on our, I'm fairly certain it would be because it's on our property. And this is why we like to ask all drone flyers for their insurance documents.
I do have insurance actually.
It's it, but
Don't need it, but I've got it.
it has to go through the right office, I'm afraid.
Okay. I think you understand. I'm probably going to like push the boundaries from what I'm talking about, right? You probably pick that up. Yeah.
Well,
If I do it, not on here. If I go back out on the main road, and you see it, around, you're not going to like do anything silly, are you? Like, you're not going to like shoot it or catch it in the net or something. I don't want to lose the drone, you know.
sorry, that's bringing up a funny. I'm politely asking you not to.
Yeah.
There are processes. It's not a blanket no. All you have to do is contact the film office. They
What if
will
they
go
say
through
no?
the right process.
They might say no.
Well, they might, but that's not without good reason. They going through their sort of list of what they need to know that what you're doing is completely safe for the people and places that are here.
Right.
Okay? Because there are sometimes cases where they fall out of the sky and they do hit.
It may happen. I can't guarantee it.
Exactly.
But then that'll be on me, won't it?
If it's on our property, it's our problem.
It would land on your property, I guess.
Exactly.
Yeah. I don't know what to do. You're being polite, you know. A lot of people are quite aggressive when they say no. You're not being aggressive at all. But
Well, no, because I understand that
Still,
you want to enjoy your hobby.
yeah, I want to make a nice video. When it stops raining, can't do it in the rain.
With this, I'm hoping you take on board what I'm saying to you.
I'll be honest with you. I've done a lot of National Trust sites. Not a lot. I've done a few, and it's very often the same. What you're saying to me. It's not a new thing for me to hear that. It's very common.
Well, you should
For National
know
Trust to say
that you've
not
got
allowed.
3 days notice then to the film office.
I've not heard 3 days notice, but I've heard can't do it. Blah blah blah.
Okay. I see.
But legally, like the UK law allows us to fly over these properties. So we go around and we test to see who knows that and who doesn't. National Trust seem to be a little bit like not allowed all the time, you know.
Whereas this is what I said at the beginning. It's not a blanket no. You have to go through the right processes. Because as I said, if it falls out of the sky,
It's my issue.
and it hurts someone or some of the historic buildings or the trees or nature that we look after, it's definitely our problem. And we would get,
Do you want to feel how light it is? It's honestly like a feather.
it doesn't matter to me.
It's not gonna, it's not gonna
It
do
doesn't
anything.
matter
Look,
to me.
look.
No.
It's almost taking off now. Like it's so light.
It could
Genuinely.
still do some damage.
Yeah, it would come sharp. If it hit you in the face, it would come sharp.
Imagine,
for sure.
I know it's 1 in a million. Imagine if it fell out of the sky and it caught a toddler, caught them in the eye, and then in the news, National Trust allowed this to happen.
You didn't allow it, you just couldn't stop it. So it'd be worded hopefully as that. As
It wouldn't know, would it?
National Trust have no power over drone fly hitting baby. Do you have any babies on site? Because I'd like to avoid that.
I dread to think. I'm sure you understand where I'm coming from.
You're doing your job, I get that. You're implementing a policy that you've been told to implement. But hitting it from a bigger angle, from far above that, National Trust, I think, should change their policy. Because people can do it by law. So you get people like me that will kind of push the boundaries a little bit and put you in an awkward position. Sorry about that, but
if you know our stance on it, why not go through the correct methods unless you...
So my job, I made myself this job. My job is to go around and educate people on drone flying. Not directly like, hi, this is how you do drone flying, but like we fly them. And people that think we're not allowed to, companies or National Trust, we teach them and say we can by law, and they check normally. And when I leave, they'll go, okay, well, he's allowed to do it, can't stop him. Next person comes, you'd be like, yeah, we can't stop you as long as you're on the main road, crack on.
So have you contacted our film office?
Haven't, no. No, I just drove in. Just today, like.
Well, you've mentioned that you've been to lots of different National Trust
I've done about four
offices.
4 or 5.
And they haven't recommended the film office to you, or have you just?
I've not heard the 3-day thing before. They may well have said you need permission, and they probably meant from them, but they didn't say film office.
Because I'm sure you understand that myself on the property, I'm not an expert on drones.
Of course, you work here. This is what you do.
And this is why I'm directing you to the film office,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
there is a professional there who can answer your questions better than I can.
That's fine. I don't want to put you in the position where you have to deal with awkward questions about drones that you may not know the answer to. That's not what I'm here for. But generally, I come in, I say, hi, I'm going to fly today. Manager comes out, not allowed. I say, why? National Trust policy. Cool. I'm going to do it anyway. I go outside, I do it. They get a bit annoyed and go, oh, you shouldn't be doing that. They make phone calls, they do their investigation, I leave. 1 week later, another person comes, an innocent person, not me. Oh, I'm going to fly a drone, and then manager's learnt, oh, we can't stop him this time, just let him carry on. That person has no issue. They don't get hassled with not allowed. So there's a change, right? That manager at that site would have then learnt and gone, to be fair, which
policy will probably stay the same, because again, it comes down to more of an insurance and copyright concern. And it's
I'm not being rude, I'm going to show you a National Trust article I found. Carry on, I'm listening.
No, that's absolutely fine. So
Ooh, doggies.
we're very fortunate that normally when we ask people to not proceed with the filming, most people...
They don't.
They respect it, and
Yeah,
they go
sure.
to the film office, and then they get their permission through the correct sort of pathways.
All it was, somebody sent me an article the other day saying National Trust, and they changed their policy. It was an official article. I don't know if you've... Yeah, I was going to show you, but don't worry about it. That's the thing, people come along, and then you, in your role, say, not allowed. They respect it, they walk away, they don't do it. So they miss out.
You might be allowed, you just have to ask the film office.
Do you kind of see what I'm saying? Not me today, but the bigger picture of what I do.
But I'm also sure you know what I'm saying as well.
Because you're doing your job. I completely get it.
Fabulous. Right, shall we draw a line in the sand
Yeah,
there?
yeah, we can do a line.
Okay.
But if I do go out and do it, just to clarify, you're not going to shoot it down or capture it in the net, are you? Just give me that assurance. I don't want to lose it.
I would like to hope that after this conversation and through mutual respect that you wouldn't.
I've got respect for you because you've been very polite. But my job is to do things that we're allowed to do, and it sometimes goes against policies, you see. You know, and National Trust policy, for some reason, doesn't allow drones going over, which is a bit naughty.
I've gone through the reasons why.
Do you have it? Do you have a copy of it at all? Because I've never actually seen it.
I don't have it.
No.
I'm afraid.
I hear it a lot, but
Contact the film office, and
Okay,
they'll
great.
be able to give you.
thanks for being professional. I've had all sorts happen. You know, people come out and can't fly that drone here, and they probably got quite aggressive about it. There's no need to. You know, you can be professional.
Oh, absolutely. This is it. So I respect that you want to enjoy your hobby, but I hope you respect that we have certain processes in place to protect the people and places that we work in.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that it's a mutual respect. Okay?
Hopefully, You know I'm going to fly it, right? You get it, right? You know I'm going to do it, don't you? If it stops raining.
I'm leaving, okay?
Yeah,
But thank you for
Just don't look outside. Nice to meet you anyway. Not very nice, is it? Outside.
It's not very nice. It keeps raining, doesn't it?
I didn't mean to put you in an awkward position.
No, it's okay. It's good for me to know the answer. At least I know now that someone can in 3 days' time, as opposed to no.
So what my job I do, right? I go around places where we know drones are not allowed under the policy of the company.
Right.
And we come along, we're going to fly it anyway, right?
Yeah.
And then you, or the manager or the boss comes out and says, well, policy says you can't do it.
Yeah.
But by law we can. So we do it to promote the rights of other people that come along and actually want to do a hobby and fly here. And then you guys would, in the future, change the policy and go, well, yeah, you can carry on, just do it from the public road, you know.
So I suppose
what I mean?
it's got a fair point in like looking after that, not damaging anything on.
Oh,
the
I get all the, I get the reasons.
Things can happen,
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
they,
yeah.
accidentally, and with filming the public and things like that.
Yeah.
So
I understand the reasons, yeah.
Yeah.
Just I kind of go around and promote the allowed when it's told not allowed. So when you were talking, and I felt like a bit like you were looking at me like, what's wrong with this guy? He's been told no, and he's going to do it anyway. Like, I know that. I know how it comes across. It comes across rude. I get it.
Yeah.
It's just my job. It's what I do.
Okay.
Like an auditor would audit like the money.
Yeah.
They're not going to be the nicest of people because they're just doing their audit, right? Yeah. So. That's all it is. But it's raining. I can't do it. Yes. Oh, is that a map of all your sites up here?
There's yeah.
Ooh, loads.
In there, but when you open that out, it's like that. So if
Go
you
on, sorry.
put a map
Oh.
of everything.
Do you know how many there are? About?
Well, they say over 500 places, but some of that might include not houses, etc.
Yeah, so there's 230 houses, gardens, you know, kind of paid for entry sites.
Like here.
Yeah, and then about 200 kind of nature, coastlands, moors, you know, things like
Yeah.
that.
So at those places, would there be people working, or would there just be
I guess there'd be someone of some sort
right?
somewhere at some time.
Got ya.
There might just be less than somewhere like here.
There's quite a few. I mean, when I go on Google Maps and I put in National Trust, there's like
Yeah.
they're everywhere, aren't they?
Yeah.
I went to Basildon Park. Do you know where that one is? Reading.
No, I don't know, but I don't think
No?
I've ever been there.
Where else have I been? They've got weird names, haven't they? Some of them.
Yeah.
Hard to say. Yeah. Bilduf, is it? Bilduf? That might be wrong. Oh, it might be on here. There's Basildon. Oh, Hanbury Hall. Is that local? Just seen Hanbury Hall.
How's how far they are? I think it's like as
Oh, yeah.
the crow flies, so.
I know Hanbury Hall. Not been there though. Oh, that's interesting. I usually do like companies, actual companies, like a business, like an industrial company.
Yeah.
Normally do that kind of thing. So you just fly over, do the drone, got a little zoom camera, zoom into things, talk about what the company does, find out on Google what they do. Staff come out. Sometimes they'll engage and say, oh yeah, carry on, what do you want to know?
Yeah.
Sometimes they come out and say, what are you doing? That's it. Loads of places. Do you need that back or can I have it? Yeah? Thank you. Gift. What are those things for? The poops?
To help with the sound in here, like absorb
Is it?
sound.
That's interesting.
Echo.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really loud.
Can't hear when the security is coming.
I thought maybe like a bed or something.
We thought that people say, oh, they like, you have cats that live up there, you know.
That'd be an idea.
Maybe we do.
We have dust that lives
Never
up there.
seen.
Is that what's in the cupboard? Cats? You got a cat in there?
That'd be good.
So guys, we're back here on a different day. As you can see, it's not raining today. We came back to do the drone footage because we didn't manage to do it last time. It was pouring with rain when we left. You in charge?
Not very.
Ah, it's all right then. I came the other day.
Yes.
I brought a drone in.
Yes.
Remember?
I wasn't here, but I was told.
Ah, it was too wet to. Oh, it's right. Too wet to fly it. So I came back. I'm going to fly it today, but just not sure where from yet.
Gotten permission to fly over the property?
I haven't spoke to anybody since I came in the other day.
Okay.
Because you know the Google Maps car's been inside here, hasn't it?
I think
It's been around the ground, so I just figured it's probably like a public bridleway, is it, or?
the actual property itself has
Yeah.
a public right of way.
All right.
The Heart of England way cuts
Ooh.
through the car park.
There, that path there, that's public, is it?
I'm
Or-
not sure the church path itself
Oh, right.
is,
Okay.
but I do know that there is one that cuts across the fields.
Ah, I'll do it from there, maybe.
But we can get you in touch with our principal person and see what she says.
Sure. Same lady as the other day, is it, or different lady?
Possibly different.
Ooh,
unless you
okay,
dealt with
no worries.
Rachel the other day.
After Rachel.
I don't know. I can't remember her name. She had black glasses on. That's all I remember.
From the office guys come down
Oh,
to
I
the
think-
R, please.
I think I got your radio. Shall I wait out there? Want me to wait outside, or?
Thank you.
Okay. I just thought with customers being in here, I didn't want to.
No, it's alright.
Okay.
She'll be alright.
Cool.
Thank you.
Got everyone coming now.
Who's coming now?
Our principal person for the day, Rachel.
All right. It may have been the same lady.
Might be.
Quite young for a manager.
Rachel is.
I think it.
Black glasses, black plastic, like quite big.
Oh, that might have been Lottie.
I think that's who it was. Okay. Not Rachel then. No, I haven't seen Rachel.
No, we have different principal persons.
There was a red-haired girl and black glasses.
That's Lottie.
Right. So the Google Maps car has been in here, look. And in fact, we zoom out, the Google Maps car has actually been right in here. To the point it's been literally around the grounds, the Google Maps car has. And I thought generally it only really goes places which are down as public. Can't show you now because there's really poor signal here, but it has been down. So as you can see, the Google Maps car has been right in the grounds, look. It won't let me go further, but it does go further. It goes all the way. So my intention is to fly the drone from somewhere the Google car's been. There we go, it's been closer, look, gone closer. It's quite surprising really, but it has been in. It's been right in there, look. And I think that's the other road. Hello.
I'm Rachel, I'm the duty manager today. This is Isla.
Hello.
So you want permission to fly your drone on our property? I believe you've been here before.
I came here the
haven't
other day, yeah.
you? Yeah, so the answer is still no, I'm afraid, for the reasons that Lottie said before.
See, the thing is, the first time I came, I just came to do it, but it was raining, I couldn't do it.
Yeah, but
So
this
today-
is private property, so you can't actually launch your drone on here. I know that you can launch it on the Heart of England Way, however, we've got nearly 350 visitors on site today, some with young children, and so for GDPR, we can't have you taking footage of them.
Where was
we
it you
also,
said?
We
Go
also
on.
have an issue with conservation, so if anything did happen, I'm sure your drone is fine, but if anything did happen to it and it fell on the house, then obviously you would be liable. And also when we've got 300 plus people on site.
Yes, I
if
know.
anything
Right now,
happens-
or
Sorry?
got 300 people now?
Yeah.
Have you? Okay.
Would you like to see our markers so I can show you how many people we've got on site here today?
It's up to you. I don't
Hey,
mind.
would you mind just
I'm just
holding in
saying.
the
No, it's okay.
But the answer is still no, so it doesn't matter how many times you come back.
I
the
do have to
answer is
fly it,
still
I'm
no.
afraid. I came the other day to
Why
do
do
it.
you have to fly it?
It's on my list to do. Like my list of sites to do.
Oh, well, there's lots of things that I would like to do because they're
Sorry,
on
what's
my
your
list, but it doesn't
Yeah, but-
necessarily make it right.
So what, the intention here was to go where I'm allowed to be publicly. So can you tell
You're allowed
me?
to be here publicly, but you cannot fly a drone.
No, but I need to launch it from public land. I can't launch it here
But
because I
you
think this is
can't
private.
fly yeah, but this is private. You can't fly it over private land here.
I can fly it over. I just don't want to be here when I take off.
Yeah.
that make sense?
As I've said to you before, and as Lottie said
Yeah,
to you the other day,
I have to do it.
but you don't have to do it.
I do. I've travelled a long way. 45 minutes.
Well, you've come back. This is the second time or third time you've been.
Second.
And the answer is still no.
Second. Yeah. I came the first time to sort of come in, one, find out where's public. I believe one of these
Isn't there
paths
somewhere else
is public.
you can go? Why do you have to do it here?
It's on my list.
Well,
I choose different National Trust sites and I go around the ones I like.
and the answer,
And I fly.
because I've seen the videos, and the answer is always
Have
no
you?
for the reasons that you know.
Have you seen the videos?
I have seen the videos.
Which ones?
Yes. Well, they've just shown me the videos.
Have they?
Yes. So the answer is no wherever you go.
So if you've seen the videos, you should be saying, I can't stop you. I'd rather you didn't. Because that'd make a great video.
Exactly. Well, that's true. I mean, literally, I can't stop you from doing it, because if I say no,
Yeah.
you're going to clearly go ahead and do what you like anyway.
What it is, yeah. We exercise our right. So if we're allowed to do it by law, we exercise that.
But you're
And
not allowed to fly it on private land.
Over
You
private
know
land.
that, over private land.
That's why we
You
do
know
it.
that.
That's why we do it.
So you're breaking the law.
No, we do it because we're allowed to do it, but a lot of people don't know we're allowed to do it. So when we come and we do it, I
But
go,
how would you, if you just put yourself in a situation, if you've got, for GDPR reasons, and I don't need to go into all the nightmares that can
but that's for you, not for me, right? For
Well,
National
it is-
Trust.
Well, yeah, exactly, but you're not being fair, you're being unreasonable. The
I can be
answer
reasonable.
is no.
I can stay high.
No, the answer is still
Oh,
no.
come on, be reasonable.
No.
What's your name? Be reasonable.
My name's Rachel, I've got no
Be
issue with
reasonable,
sharing
Rachel.
it. No, I'm not going to be reasonable, because the property line is no.
Where can I be that's public land then? At least tell me that. So I can't take off here.
Google map it.
I've tried.
But you can't.
The Google car's been right in, weirdly, right in there.
Yes, because they've had permission.
But normally the Google car only goes where it's public. So is it public there? Is it a bridleway? Or is it like...
There are parts of the land where it is public footpath and
Right.
bridleway, yeah.
Can you tell me where? So I can go off then and do that. I don't want to do it here because I'm going to be breaching...
Why are you coming here? Are you just being argumentative?
No.
What you're doing is you're coming here and
Yep.
you're being
Go on.
argumentative, and you're trying to get a rise out of people
Nope.
for something that you're just going to go off and do yourself anyway.
What we like to do,
The
we like to
answer
come along and
is
say,
no.
we're going to do it. And if you say no... So last place I went to today, she said no.
And where was that?
Oh, forget the name. 45 minutes away.
National Trust property.
Warwickshire way.
A National Trust
Yeah,
property.
yeah, yeah.
And the answer was no.
Listen, she said no. First time I've ever had the police call. She called the police. She came back out and said, I'm really sorry, you are allowed to do it. Just go back on public land and do it. So that lady was educated. If another guy goes there to fly a drone, guaranteed, she'll say, actually, it's okay, but just make sure from public. So we try to educate the National Trust as well. It's not just about getting a rise out of people.
It's not just the National Trust though, is it? It's
It's in loads of
English
places.
heritage. Yeah,
It's in
exactly.
loads of places.
Exactly.
Only recently started to do these kind of places. Normally do
Any
business.
particular reason, just out of interest?
One, flying a drone over an industrial yard is boring. Flying it here is beautiful. So it brings in more viewers that enjoy watching what you've got. Secondly, National Trust are quite anti-drone.
Well, we're
So-
anti-drone for a reason, and the reasons that were explained yesterday or the day that you came when Lottie was here.
Yeah.
And the reasons that I'm explaining to you, so you know the reasons.
But National
and
Trust
you're still coming here and you're
does
still
allow
getting the
drones
same-
over. Actually, it does allow.
But
'cause I've-
my answer is exactly the same as Lottie's the other day.
You'd rather it not happen.
We would rather it didn't happen
Oh.
for the reasons that I've explained.
That's from National Trust.
You would rather it didn't happen. I would rather it didn't happen for the reasons that I've explained. I've explained about protecting our visitors that are on
Yeah,
site.
I can stay high if you like.
I've explained about
Yeah.
the conservation issue.
Where would that be?
Where there's some, the house.
No,
obviously.
okay, the house, right.
It's not just the house. Every building on site.
Yep.
So it doesn't matter whether it falls from 100 feet.
You've seen the drone, right? You've seen one. It's such a
I've
small,
seen the
light
drone.
thing.
Yeah, I know what drones
It's not going to hurt a building.
I know exactly what drones look like. It doesn't matter what height it falls from.
No, I mean it's not going to damage your brickwork, is it? It's very.
It's not just the brickwork though, is it? It's the visitors as well, and it's what we've got on site. So
Okay.
I'm saying that for the reasons that Lottie said and I've said, and my final answer is no.
Okay.
You will do what you want to do anyway, regardless.
If
of
you've
what
seen the videos, really, honestly, if it was me in your shoes, I'd be coming out and saying, look, I've seen your videos. Can't stop you doing it legally. You're allowed to do it, but we'd rather you don't do it for A, B, C reason. That's reasonable. I'd go, do you know what? I'll stay high. I'll stay away from people. So if it falls
Are
vertically,
you recording this now?
GoPro's on from morning till night, even on my drive.
Any particular reason?
Because one day I got attacked, not on these sites. And had it not been on, I'd have missed everything. So it's on the whole day. Doesn't mean I'm recording you to put on my video. It doesn't mean that. But if something happens, you know.
You can appreciate that there are people that you have recorded who have been quite upset that they've been recorded.
Well, here? Or?
I'm not stating here.
Oh, right, okay.
But because I don't know whether you recorded my colleague or not, but there are...
She was lovely.
Yeah,
was it Lottie?
Yeah. But
nice girl.
But there are people that would be really upset if you were recording them.
Why though?
Well,
they don't have you on YouTube, I guess, but...
Yeah, but you know, some people, for lots of different reasons, don't want to appear on social.
I can understand that. Yeah, so, I can't deny it. I can understand that.
So by posting those videos, you are upsetting people.
That's not the intention. It's to educate people, flex the right that we have, and maybe soon we won't have it.
There's a fine line between educating people and videoing people. There's a way of educating people without upsetting people.
So how would it go? What would be a better way?
Well, for a start, I wouldn't video people because that's being quite confrontational.
No, I'm relaxed, aren't I? I don't come across angry or.
But the thing is, not everyone likes having their video taken. What would happen if? What would happen, for example, if I had escaped in a particularly abusive relationship and I didn't want my face all over social media? So you would
talk
know
to me.
That.
Yeah, tell me. Don't tell me details, but say.
Exactly.
You know, if you said that to me now, like I'd obviously not do that, right? Because it's a reasonable request.
I am not giving you permission to record me, and I would rather you didn't.
So, when people watch these videos back, right? When they watch them back. Hello, mate.
How do you?
You right?
All good.
Who are you, the gardener or?
I'm one of the gardeners.
Oh,
yes.
Good guess. When people watch the videos back, that's the education, because they go, oh, do you know what? He was right. He's allowed to do that. Next person comes, yeah, crack on, mate. You know. The amount of places I go and they come out and go, oh, we know what you're doing. Carry on, mate. You're allowed to. They've already had it, you know.
Well, I'm just telling you what I've been told.
I get it.
And also our senior management team. So I can't stop you because you will go off and you'll launch it for whenever you want to launch it. But I don't want to be responsible for anything happening to the house and anything happening to a member of the public.
Okay, that'll be on me as well, right?
Well, it will be.
Will it be on me?
Yeah,
be on me.
There's no doubt you'll be back again.
Not coming back here.
Well, this is your second time.
Do you know what? I travelled. Yeah, it was raining last time. Poured with rain. Couldn't take the drone up. Without the drone footage, it's kind of half a video. So I thought I've got to come back and get that drone footage.
What pleasure do you get out of doing this?
We get paid from YouTube, right? For one, so it's a living. We earn a living.
Right. Okay.
Get to travel around the country. Flying the drone is interesting.
There's more than one of you.
No, I say we, like my channel.
Okay.
Me and like the people that watch, you know. That's it. Just one man.
Well, I can't stop you because you'll go off and you'll do what you want to do. But the thing is, I'm just repeating exactly what Lottie said, and I'm also saying no.
Fair enough. Hopefully, National Trust soon will put a memo out and say actually it's allowed. Because that thing I showed you was an information request from National Trust saying they've admitted they can't stop people flying over.
I think the reason why people are getting upset is because, what's your name?
Go on, you can all that, Dan.
I think the reason why people are getting upset, Dan, is they don't want to be videoed. And I think before you arrive and you start talking to people, maybe the best thing to do would be to say, I'm actually recording this, do you mind? And if they say no, then
most people are going to say no, aren't they? Generally.
Well, why not? But why not? But I mean, you seem like the kind of guy that wouldn't mind if you had your video taken. But there's lots of people. I
probably wouldn't like it that much.
No,
but
exactly. So if you don't like it, why do it to other people?
But I wouldn't have a right to stop them. I've had my video put on YouTube, like somebody was filming me.
Yeah, but GDPR. You have to say that. For GDPR reasons, you're not actually supposed to film anyone or take. It's exactly the same rules, whether it's video, whether it's photographic. You can't film anyone or take a photograph of someone without their consent. So if someone said that to you, that's wrong. That's gone off again.
Oh, has it gone off?
Yeah, if someone said to you, that's I'm afraid that's wrong.
Just keep touching it.
And where's this come from?
It's an information request from National Trust. But that was a thing, when was that? 4 months ago. But it hasn't filtered through yet too.
It's saying exactly what I've said.
Go on,
so
what's
it's
it say?
going on about visitor and staff safety, which you know
that
is quite a valid reason. potential disturbance to visitors. I mean, for the same reason that people don't like being filmed, can you imagine if a visitor saw your drone,
Yep.
they would be upset with us because they would say, well, actually, we haven't given you permission to take video footage
Yeah.
of us. So you're opening this massive can of
But then you
worms.
guys would say, we can't stop somebody flying in, right?
Yeah, but you're basically opening a massive can of worms for us and causing trouble for us.
That's why I come in and let you know. It's not always for confrontation, it's to let you guys give me request. So if you were to say we've got a party of kids going on in that corner, I'd know then, and I'd probably avoid flying in that corner just to keep you...
I can't exactly tell you how many children we have on site, but we've got quite a few grandparents here today and
Yep.
quite a few children in the gardens.
Where are they going to... Where's that from here? Which direction?
Everywhere. So all
Okay.
so basically all this land here. So
Yep.
all around the house we've got gardens.
Yep.
Everywhere that you can see, people have free access, and yeah, I know for a fact that some of the grandparents and parents wouldn't be happy if they saw a drone filming them.
Okay.
So I'm saying that because of the number of visitors on site, I would rather that you didn't do that today.
If I give you some reassurance, have you seen a drone? Have you seen my drone video at all?
I've seen a drone. I've flown
No,
drones.
but
I know what drones are.
have you said you looked at the channel quickly, have you seen how high I go? Or
Yeah,
not? Right.
But
I'll stay high enough that they won't hear the drone.
I'm still
Just to
saying
reassure
no.
you.
I know, but I'm still saying no.
You have to say no because it's your job.
It is.
But I'm trying to be reasonable with you and say, when I do it,
Yeah, I know,
I'll be high enough.
know. But what I'm doing is I'm trying to be reasonable with you as well, and I'm trying to.
You've got to meet
explain-
halfway, right?
Sorry.
You've got to meet halfway.
But I'm saying exactly what my colleague Lottie said.
That was a firm no. You know, she was
well,
like, it's not happening.
Yeah, well, it is not. Well, I explained the reasons why that you shouldn't be doing it, and I've also said to you that maybe a better approach would to be a little bit less. Not saying you're being confrontational,
Yeah.
but people have expressed the fact that they're not happy about being videoed. And I
On
think
my
maybe-
videos, or is that what you've seen
Yeah, yeah,
recently?
yeah. So I think probably the best approach would be to stop that. from
How much did you
start.
watch?
Well, I just watched 5 minutes or so before I came out. I
Oh,
didn't really
right.
have time to watch anymore. But there are some people on those videos, if you go back home and you watch them tonight,
Yep.
some of them are quite obsessed about being filmed.
Really?
Yeah. And I know that...
I'm trying to remember which one you're talking about.
Well, you'd need to have a look.
Because recently
but
it's more
I
about
would-
the drone than anything.
I would say it's probably good practice just to check with people if they mind being filmed, because if they do mind being filmed, then legally you can't film them.
What about if they all say no, don't film me?
Well, you can't film them. No.
But then in public, you can film anything you can see in public, right? I get that here's a private ground.
You can't film anyone, whether it's public or private ground, unless they give permission. If it is a recognisable, distinguishable face,
You can in public.
you can't.
You can.
You can't.
Honestly.
Well, I've just had the training last week, so you can't.
Ooh, they're naughty teaching you wrong then, if they have.
Anyway,
Honestly.
I haven't got time to argue. My answer is no.
It's exactly what we do. We film from public usually, and we say we're allowed to film from public. And then the drone got brought in as like a new thing,
Yeah,
but
a lot of people don't know any difference.
meaning, sorry, you lost me.
Well, not everyone has had the training, and not everyone knows.
Oh, you mean like random person walking and filming and then?
Exactly.
Right.
Not everybody knows. Not everyone is informed. What I'm saying is, my answer is the same as Lottie's.
No to the drone. Don't film
No
people.
to the drone. I'm just concerned about the number of children that we've got on site today.
Yep.
And I know that you say that you fly really high.
Well, I can if
Yeah, I know, but if somebody spots it, and we've also got the conservation issue, and we've also got the health and safety issue for our visitors.
What about if I stay around the outside of the site then?
I'm saying no.
I'm trying to be reasonable, proper reasonable.
No,
but
and I'm trying to be reasonable as well.
you
and
say
I'm
no.
doing my job.
No, you know.
So,
Not allowed. We get told
sorry.
that all the time, not allowed.
Well,
It's almost like a thing now.
maybe you need to kind of think about a different pastime then, if you're just so used to saying it, people here saying no to you.
But it should be like allowed,
I know.
because then this wouldn't exist. People doing what we do, it's quite popular. But if everybody said, we don't care, crack on, there would be no sort of need to do it,
But unfortunately, we need to keep our visitors' best interests and the safety of the property at our core, and those are the reasons why I've explained to you today.
Lastly, if I pay to come in, does it change anything?
No.
No. Right, fair enough.
Is your body cam filming?
It's always on, yeah.
We've had this
Yeah,
discussion,
yeah.
Anna.
Yeah.
I've said that
It's on from the morning till I go home, just in case driving here, anything happens.
Yeah, I have expressed that it is probably best that you check whether people want to be filmed or not. So we've had that.
If I ask you, you're going to say,
I don't consider to be.
there we go. And if I ask you, you're going to say,
No, of course
right,
not.
so no one's going to agree, are they?
Well, you might get the occasional person who might
by
do.
the body, not only by your drone, but also by the body cam. I don't consent to being filmed.
Fair enough. The drone's going to be high, so you won't be recognisable from the drone, don't worry. All right. Anyway, I think we're done, yeah?
I think we are done.
Thanks for your time. I'll go out, crack on. I'll be about 15 minutes. That'll be it, be finished. Quite windy up there. It's very windy up there. Flying this way is fine, but flying the other way is hard work. Lots of table and chairs there. It doesn't look very busy to me, it looks dead. But it is pretty beautiful in the sun. Her only concerns that are legitimate is if people see it, they may worry, but it's no worry, it's only a baby. Very, very windy though. Wow, look at that. It's got like a moat all the way around. How pretty does that look? Got some sheep. Very windy, isn't it? So directly above me now, I don't understand why when I showed her the article and I told her about the police and the turn of events on the previous site today, which by the way was a massive turn of events, she still was insisting. No. Why try and stop somebody if they're allowed to do it? If she would have just said, yeah, crack on, we can't stop you, it would have been, it still would have been a video, but it would have been less of a drama, wouldn't it? See, flying this way, I can fly at 15 meters a second. Flying this way, we're at 6, 5, 4. Oh dear. We're not going to go any lower than this. And there's the iconic clock we were showing you. It doesn't look very busy, does it? 300 people? I don't think so. I don't think so at all. Wow, look at that. See them walking out to me. Coming to me? Yeah.
I am. So, I just wanted to let you know that my colleague Isla,
Yeah.
that you were also speaking to,
Yep.
is very, very distressed about the whole thing, and particularly about the possibility of being filmed.
Which one?
Which Isla, who was the lady...
With you?
Yeah.
Oh, go on.
Okay, so first and foremost, neither of us give you permission to film this or post that. She's very, very upset.
Why? Why was she there though? She wasn't... We didn't speak.
Number two, as I said before,
Yep.
we haven't given you permission to fly your drone.
The drones... Oh, I can see it.
Yeah, exactly. So what did I say to you? I said that
So I'm going to go. Go on, you finish.
I said that you don't have permission to fly your drone on our land.
I'm allowed to do it by law, so that's why I'm doing it. I was trying to show you that, but you wouldn't have it.
Are you allowed to take off from our land without our permission?
This here, the Google car's been in here.
This isn't public right of way here.
I asked you to show me where it is and you wouldn't do it.
I can tell you that, but unfortunately
Please, if
what
you do.
we'd like to do now is ask you to leave the site because you have
Well-
upset one of our team members.
Where's the public land? Let's focus on that first.
No, what we're going to focus on is we're going to focus on
I'll come back to that.
asking you to politely leave our site now because you've upset one of our members of staff.
I haven't upset her. She came out with you. You spoke to
We
me.
won't be talking
She was
to you
stood...
anymore. We're going to politely end this
No, let me
right now.
respond.
No, I'm afraid we're not going to.
Then I'm not going
to.
to do what you tell me if I can't respond.
Well, we will be calling the police.
Call the
Yeah,
police.
Thank you very much.
Goodbye. Just to say, your colleague, if you would have stayed here, I could have maybe blurred her out or something. But if you're going to walk away, get back to work, Karen. Bye-bye. They want to give me directives, but they don't want to listen to what I'm going to say. If that lady stood with her, doesn't want to be, you know, if she's exceptionally distressed or something, I can be reasonable. I can put a thing over her face or whatever. No worries. We shall do that. But no thanks to those two. They weren't very helpful at all, were they? They could have at least listened. They just came out with directives. Get back in there, Karen. Get back in your box. Get back in your box. coming out in twos thinking they were going to intimidate me. I'm just stood here innocently flying a drone. I was taking some photos, and in all fairness, I'd be finished. Oh, have a word. I'm finished now. Oh, sorry. So one of your colleagues came out.
Yes.
Well,
You have been asked to leave the property.
I was flying my drone. I couldn't just leave. I had to land it. So drone's down.
Yep.
And number two, she asked me about a lady that was a little bit upset.
Yeah.
So I tried to explain, but she walked off. That I will cover that lady up with the video, so she doesn't need to worry. She won't be on the video.
Okay.
Okay? That's it.
We would prefer you not to post a video at all.
I won't earn any money then.
Don't think anyone on this property has consented to be in a video. I haven't, Rachel didn't, Isla
Of course
didn't.
not. But when somebody says,
As far as I'm aware, Lucy didn't either.
I'm not sure who that is, but
One of the ladies who came and spoke to you earlier.
I don't know. The one that came out with the previous lady here.
Yep.
They both came out while I was flying the drone and
Yep.
said, look, she's a little bit distressed about being on a video. I tried to explain, but they walked off. So she won't be in the video. So
I mean,
just
again,
let her know.
I will let her know, but we would prefer
I can't put no one in the video.
not to have the video up at all.
Okay. It's a beautiful site. It looks good on the video. It will look
And
great.
when we get drone people in, we get them to sign forms. We get a confirmation that they can do it. Neither of which you have, and you
No.
have been asked to leave property. So if you could please do that, that would be great.
I had to land it, didn't I?
Yes, but you have landed it now.
So I came in to let you know it's down.
It's
So
down.
you haven't got to worry about guests
I will
being...
let her know.
and
that
the
she
lady.
will be blurred.
I didn't want to be waiting a week thinking that lady's going to be at home, maybe anxious, checking
Yeah.
YouTube.
Thank you
She
for
didn't
letting
come
me
out
know.
to talk to
We
me.
have now asked you to leave.
I'll
so
cover
if
her
you
up.
could please leave the property, that would be great.
I'm going. I'm just talking to you. I'm going to say bye. I'm going to go.
Okay, thank you. Goodbye.
Bye. Wow. Wow. Yeah, the video will most definitely be going out, but we can be sympathetic to somebody who didn't come out giving out orders. Just stood there, to be honest. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you enjoyed it and you want to see more, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.